Hey YouTube, hey TikTok, hey Instagram. So today's video is going to be related to bullying. This African American woman, child, come home every day talking about these three particular people are bullying her. She reached out to teachers and principals and council folks been speaking with her. Nobody else talked to her. She looked over her shoulder all the time, and she told her daughter, eventually you're gonna have to fight, one of the kids. And she said she realized that her daughter's not a fighter. Now her daughter tried to hang herself. She's in critical condition in the ICU. Now all I prayed was to come together and pray for the girl that she can fight this and come home to her mom and be able to, keep living her life and be a child and grow old and to tell her story for her future. I'm a person the one that's experienced bullying before. I've been bullied from elementary on to high school, and I still experience some bullying. It just depends. I'm grown. I do have some disabilities, so it does make people want to I guess attack me more because of these disabilities, but you do have to fight back. You have to teach your kids how to take them from boxing classes, karate classes, whatever you can take them to help them defend themselves. So let's get to the video.
And they wanted to reach out to us. Well, actually, they did reach out to us, and they're utilizing our platform to be her voice today. So for starters, could you introduce yourself?
As you guys can see that her mom is truly hurt. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see their kids, kill themselves or try to kill themselves and put themselves in critical condition because of bullying. Like, parents need to really sit down and talk to their kids, or these kids to reach out to somebody in their family that they're close to, let them know that what's going on in their household. Maybe that can prevent them from continuing to bully people. Find a solution. Like, these schools need to get it together.
Okay, all right. So look, let's start from the top. Could you guys tell us what we're here for today? Take your time.
I reached out to the community. I came up here so much. It was ridiculous, but nothing did resolve. I feel like my poor baby didn't deserve it, and I feel like I'm so angry. Nobody needs to pay for this. But at the same time, I can't blame the kids for being hurt because it's going at home. A lot of our kids are broken, and they don't have support, and we ain't loving each other like we should. So
Take your time. Breathe. Take your time.
my baby is fighting for her life. She was still just going back to school with the same bullies.
And sadly, there's a lot of kids in the past and now that are killing themselves because of bullying. They don't know how to verbally or physically defend themselves. That's a time where parents need to come together and get your child some kind of self-defense class where they can teach them how to use their voices and how to physically defend themselves. If you have a child that has a physical disability and he or she's able to use her arms, get them in a self-defense class where they can work with special needs kids where they can use their arms to defend themselves. Where they can build their strength in their arms.
I just feel like we gotta do something with the school districts. We gotta do something with these teachers. We gotta do something with the principals and the parents. We have to start bringing bully awareness to the front screen because other than that, it will be overlooked and it will continue to happen and more kids will be hurt and damaged. And I don't want nobody kid to end up like my baby. My baby is in the hospital and they saying she's not gonna come home because of this. So I feel like I just don't wanna just let her lay there without getting her some type of justice or something because my baby didn't deserve it. My baby is so sweet. I
Take your time. Breathe. Anybody got some water?
Believe it or not, I had my first fight when I was in high school, and I didn't fight back like I was supposed to. My mind wasn't. I guess it wasn't. Really triggering. Hey, this is really happening. You know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah, she went to jail because I have a disability, but y'all have to be mindful that, that these kids need some kind of assistance when it comes to bullying when they're unable to defend themselves. Give resources to help them defend themselves.
Parents been reaching out since my story getting out there, letting me know that they're going through the same thing. And we need more light. We need more light. We need more parents. We need more people to stand up and fight for our kids. They are our future, and we need them to be bright. My baby's not gonna be able to be with me in my future, and I don't want no baby to go through this. She didn't deserve this. She didn't deserve this, and I just want somebody just like help my baby to like. Somebody just gotta make full awareness of this because it is happening too much. These kids are behind closed doors. We will see them smiling and happy, but our kids are hurting. They hurting, and us as parents, we so used to telling our kids to be strong and man up, and our kids are not strong. They are weak. And I tried to tell my baby because she kept coming to me, telling me about this every day. She would look over her shoulders while walking to the court because she was so afraid. And I would tell my baby, you got to fight one of them just so they can stop me. I shouldn't have tolerated that because my baby not a fighter at all. She not a fighter at all. And now I'm hurt. I'm hurt and I feel so weak. And I feel like I need a change. I feel like somebody got to pay for this. I'm angry and I'm lost and I'm disturbed. And I just don't know what to do but to reach out to others. I gotta speak for my child. She can't speak for herself.
All right, I want you to take a breath. Give her a sip of water. I want you to take a breath. Take a sip of water. Let's try to.
And nobody wants to lose their child for any reason, whether it comes from bullying, whether it comes for your child being grown and your child is in a relationship to where your child has been abused by their spouse. And they continue to lead to permanently damaging your child or killing your child. Or your child decided to kill herself himself due to bullying. Like, we need to try to find a way to prevent that now. This woman is truly hurt. Like, I am a mother myself. And nobody wants to have to bury their child, see their child go through that, and not having a way to find out how to help the child. Now, for those of y'all that do watch this video, and you know that your child is a child that might potentially be bullying people at school, talk to your child. Figure out what's going on. If you're a child and you're watching this, you know you're a bully, reach out to somebody and get some kind of assistance. Because later on down in life, when God calls us home, He's going to talk to every last one of us. And He's going to tell us what we did and why He should let us in heaven. Why should He let us in heaven? And by you being school-age kids, elementary, middle school, and high school, you know that being mean to people, bullying people is not nice. So when it's your time to go, he got a big book. He has a big book. He's know what you did when you was younger, when you was a teenager, when you was growing up, when you was in high school, when you got grown, got married, had kids. He's gonna remember all that. And since you the one that's bullying, when you was in school, your child may be the bullier or your child might be the bully. God's going to put something in your life when you get older to show, okay, hey, this wasn't right when I did this person when I was younger. Now my child's experiencing this. You don't want your child experiencing what you did to another kid, and you don't want that to happen. So time to stop it now. Stop all the bullying. Figure out why your child bullying. Figure out how to help your child fight back for the bullies, to keep the bullies off them. But not every child have the mentality to fight back or want to fight back. I didn't have the mentality that I wanted to fight back. I was a quiet kid. I didn't bother nobody. I had a speech impairment. To this day, I still have a speech impairment. So, it's hard for me to use my voice verbally to get people off of me because either I'm a stutter because I'm scared, or I'm going to stutter because okay, I gotta get the person off of me, and I have to think about what I'm gonna say to where it'll get the person off of me. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to the video.
Rewind just a tad bit. When did this issue first start that you remember?
August, well, with the incidents with the kids,
Yes.
my baby been having issues since sixth grade here. Since sixth grade, I've been up here constantly, like constantly. Um, every year it got worse. Every year it just got overlooked at. They supposed to have a counselor come step in the school to pull my baby out of class, to give her a little one-on-one, see where her mind is and stuff. The counselors wasn't even getting my baby out of class. They wasn't trying to see how my baby was or how she was doing. My baby would come home and tell me, "Oh, mama, they keep messing with me again. They mess with me again." And then nobody want to help me. Like, she would tell these teachers and the principals, they not doing nothing. They not doing anything. And I feel like my baby just gave up. I feel like nobody was hurting her. And that's why I'm hurt.
She said that her child done talked to the teacher, the principal, the counselor supposed to reach out to her, and nobody never did. So now the school losing a good kid. Now the school gonna get bad ratings because they didn't stop a kid from being bullied by other kids. School is supposed to be about learning, not kids being afraid to go to school because of other kids. These principals and teachers need to get together. You're supposed to protect these kids while they're learning. As well, I know you go to school, you're supposed to teach, but some of these teachers are not even teaching anyways. But at the same time, you're supposed to protect these kids, sure these kids are safe. If a child comes to you saying that somebody been messing with him or her, and go to this person not doing anything, and the mama don't reach out to you, you still not doing anything. Like, seem like to me that it's time to sue the school because my child is being bullied up under your watch. I'm not there. My child being bullied up under your watch, and my child now is in critical condition in the hospital, and y'all do anything to prevent that from happening. So now I have to reach out to social media for you guys to understand that this is serious. Like, this wouldn't be the first child that harmed herself due to bullying. Like, at some point this has to stop.
So when she was telling them, or when you guys were, so did you ever speak with any of the administration staff, the principals, the counselors, or anything?
Yeah.
What was their resolve that they said they would do to help this issue?
They'll watch her. They'll check on her more. But they wasn't. They wasn't watching her. They wasn't checking on her more. The counselor's supposed to have been picking her up out of class 3 times a week. They wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing that. And then they want to make it seem my baby was being bad. My baby was trying to act out for she was in trouble to stay home. Truth be told, my baby did anything to try to stay from going to school. My baby was so happy to start school, to see her being so happy, and then all of a sudden I have to push her to go to school. I feel so horrible.
Okay, so the school year has not started this year, correct?
Yeah. She was gonna go to high school, and she didn't want to go to Riverview. She knew all her bullies and stuff was gonna be at Riverview High, so she asked me to try to get her in a new school district, and that's sad too. Our kids feel like it's only so many limitations of school they can go to due to area code, and that's not fair. Our kids my baby basically said that she was like, I don't want to go there, and I told her to wait a little bit longer because I was going to get her in a new school. And not even 5 minutes later, I come out the bathroom, my baby hung herself. My baby hung herself in the closet, and she hung herself. Oh my God. I can't do this. I can't do this.
I just want everybody to know that y'all need to watch our kids, and y'all need to listen to them, and whatever they going through,
it's time to make parents and teachers and schools responsible for these kids. These kids are here with them more than they are here at home with us. And for me to be at home every time that phone ring and it was my baby, I worried, I jumped, I ran. Shouldn't no parent have to live like that either. These teachers need to be more accountable. The school need to be accountable. Everybody need to be accountable.
I'm gonna pause it again for a minute. But I would like to say this: like, some people wonder why kids from elementary school, middle school, high school on up, mostly high schoolers, but wondering why they want to bring weapons and guns in the school to shoot up the school or shoot up a certain person in the classroom due to bullying, because this person been reaching out to the school district, to the school. I don't know if it maybe the district manager or the principal, or teacher, assistant principal, another teacher. But this child continuously reaching out to the school and nobody's doing anything about it. So this child took it in his or her own hand to go and get a gun, which the child shouldn't be able to get a gun, bring it to school, and shoot up the school. Y'all seen those stories about this kid going and shooting up the school? Like how was the child able to even bring a gun in school? That means you teachers in the school districts or in the school system are not, you know, making sure that there's no weapons being brought to school. You're not making sure that these kids are feeling protected at school. That this child can come to you knowing that you will make sure that this other kid at the school, or any kid at school for that matter, will not mess with this kid again. You're not doing your job as a principal, as a teacher. Of course, your job is to teach, but your job is to protect as well. Because as parents, we send our kids to your school to learn, but also to make sure that they are safe. There's all these teachers and teachers and male and female teachers and principals and all that at schools, and our child come to you about being bullied and nothing being done. Nothing being done. Now the whole time I was being bullied in school, no, I didn't never, never did kill myself, but there was times where I wanted to, harm myself, but I didn't. I kept fighting. I stayed to myself. That's all I did, was stay to myself. I never killed myself. But teachers and principals, like I said, school districts need to get it together. Like, if you don't want another shootout at your school, you need to make sure that you have security guard there to check backpacks when the kids enter in the school, or bring back clear backpacks in school, something like that. But this child may lose her life because of bullying, because the school system failed her. Get it together, people. Talk to y'all kids.
Then it needs to be done.
Yes.
When she's saying she was getting bullied, what would she come home and tell you, or tell family members?
That every day, Mom, they was talking about me. Mom, they was pulling my hair. Mom, they was throwing food at me. They was like doing some of the cruelest stuff to my baby. My baby already had low self-esteem because she was dark-skinned baby, and then she was a little chunky, so she already felt some type of way about that. And then for the school, she come here and they bully on her.
So because she was, I heard the word chocolate, because she was a chocolate dark-skinned girl, you felt, and she felt that she was getting picked on because of that.
That's why she was getting picked on. And we got to stop letting these kids think that our black is not beautiful. Because they're sad. We are here to be with each other and uplift each other. Our black is beautiful. To see my baby hung herself is the same thing that they did to us back in the past. So what do that say to us? What do that say? It's not how it should be. Our kids should not be hanging themselves. Our kids cutting their wrists. It's all type of stuff that these kids going through. And I'm here for parents. And I appreciate every last one of you parents that was reaching out in my inbox telling me your story and let me know how it went with you and your kids. I really support you all, and I'm glad you all supporting me, because it's going to take all of us, all the mothers, all the fathers, all the grandparents, all the uncles, cousins, teachers, everybody. I don't want this to be somebody else's child next. I do not want this to be nobody else's loved one. This pain is nonstop. It's nonstop.
If you can get...
We want our kids to love going to school, not hate going to school, because this child is scared to go to school because there's somebody messing with him or her, and there's nothing being done about it. Nobody wants to visit their child in the hospital in the ICU fighting for his or her life because he or she try to take us out of life because somebody is bullying them. Like, no, that's not right. It's hurtful, it's harmful, especially if that's your only kid. That's your only kid to take her life because of bullying. You try to reach out to the school, your child try to reach out to the school, like, something has to be done about this. Something has to be accountable. And at some point, you have to blame the child, because the child in elementary school from I say from third grade on up, you know that you know what it is when people being mean to you, when people been bullying you from around that age. So at some point, they know third grade from up, they know what bullying is. By then, they know what it is when somebody be mean to them. They know the signs when somebody be mean to them. But if you are in third grade on up and you are bullying somebody and you know that is wrong, you need to stop. Because even though you're not able to do any jail time from that age, you can still find a parent for the child constantly bullying this kid, and maybe they may stop. Okay, I gotta pay a fine now because you keep bullying this kid, and the school is doing nothing about it. So now I'm gonna find a parent. So maybe the parent will talk some sense to the child to stop bullying this kid that constantly being bullied. If the school's not doing anything, and then the parent needs to sue the school for not doing anything either and get some money out of it. There needs to be security guards at the school. There needs to be self-defense counselors at the school. What I mean by self-defense counselor is somebody that can help a child, help the child with understanding their feelings and how to control their feelings and how to express their feelings and how to defend themselves with a self-defense counselor.
Wish to make this stop. What would you wish for as far as like the administrative staffs, counselors, therapists? What would that be?
I don't know. Take these phones out of these schools. The phones definitely
Watch these kids one-on-one, like literally, they don't
The
even
phones
have
definitely
enough
have something
teachers
to do.
to teach the kids.
Because
they
on
got
some for
over,
real stuff,
overcapacity.
Like
They
when
need
my
to
baby principal
hire
took me
more
into school,
teachers.
they have like little
Yes.
secret groups where the kids are
Yes.
fighting in bathrooms, meeting up to prove their point. This is real
They
life
didn't have
stuff.
hall passes again.
These kids bringing
You can't
phones
go
to
to the
school and
bathroom
starting
unless you
stuff
get a
just
hall
so that everybody else can see it, so they can feel like they are a popular kid, or so they can get collateral or clap. But either way, it's not right. It's not right.
So, what is your daughter's current condition? We know that she attempted to hang herself.
My baby did hang herself. The doctor saying she ain't coming home.
She got this baby. She gonna come
Saying
home.
she got zero brain, like her brain is
God
dead.
got the last say so.
I'm just hoping for a miracle. They waiting for me to pull the plug.
God got
But we
the
not.
last say so.
I'm not
Period.
claiming it.
God got the last say so.
My baby though, my baby not gonna be with me. I was so proud for my baby, her first day in high school. I'm just so torn. I ain't get to do half the things with my child that I wanted to do with my baby.
This girl needs justice. Something has to be done about it. This mama gonna need some kind of support, some kind of closure for this. Like, this video needs to go viral. This video needs to go worldwide for all parents, all teachers and principals. All just need to see how hurt this mother is. It's a possibility that she may lose her child. Like, nobody wants to go through that.
Don't know. I just want help. I want everybody to understand this is no joke. It's time for us to come together now. Everybody, kids in start school. I want all the parents to talk to their schools, the teachers, the kids now. Now.
All right, so as you guys can see, this is a very serious situation. We got family members, we got friends, we got loved ones and supporters out here today. They're out here because of the child that hung herself. You heard the mother tell you guys. She's fighting for her life right now. Doctor saying she's not coming home, but family members and friends said we ain't claiming that.
Yeah, we're not claiming that, baby.
All right. So y'all heard them. Like, we need y'all to send those positive vibes, those prayers, everything for Spirit. This definitely can't be the end. Not like this. Not like this. family members and supporters, they are out here. Mom is not asking for much. She's asking you guys, if y'all do got kids at home, you know, talk to them. You know, let them know colorism. We got it. We got to end that. You know what I'm saying?
And everything's gonna be okay. And no one.
Exactly what I was saying. Talk to your kid. Find out if your child is being bullied, or ask your child, does he or she knows who's being bullied in school, and maybe you can do something about it. Like we need more parents to talk to the kids more, figure things out. Like at some point this has to stop. Because fines need to be given to parents if the child cannot stop bullying the other. House visits needs to be done to see why this child constantly bullying this child. What's going on at home makes this child want to bully this other child, like for no apparent reason. Like these kids, a lot of these kids need to go to self-defense class, whether it's boxing, whether it's martial arts. You know, whether it's self-defense class, they need some kind of support to where it can help mold them into knowing what to do when somebody's trying to harm them, or how to use their voice to get the person off them. Like a lot of parents need to teach their kids on how to, sad to say, how to cuss kids out. A lot of kids know how to cuss, but the way to use it to cuss the kid out, or to act tough to fight these, get the kids off of them without having to physically fight the other kid. Like, come on, like, this has to end. I've been bullied from elementary on up to high school. I have a speech impairment. Also have a learning disability. So all my life we're going to have a problem. All my life people are going to look at me beside my head, have something to say. But this has to end now. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray that this child can overcome this obstacle. I pray that she comes out of ICU, is able to come home, and I pray that she gets the support and love that she needs. I pray that this school do something about these 3 kids that's been bullying her. I pray that they either get a fine or they do some kind of jail time. I'm not sure how old or what age group they in, but they need to get some kind of fine, or go to one of those little jail boot camps to do something. But this child needs justice today.
Take your joy away, like literally, like you go to school with your head high. You just go and you want to get an education. Don't care what nobody say. Like, oh Lord.
You know, it's hard to say don't care what somebody say when people, when kids are in your face.
Go with their head held high, like still go. You going for education. You're not going for looks. You're not going for clothes. You're not going for just to be popular. You're going to get your education. Like you want to be something in life. Like
And some of these teachers need to be held accountable.
Come with.
Out here, they do more bullying
They do.
with the kids as well. They need to be held accountable. And these parents, these young parents that are being friends with their kids
Talk that shit.
thinking that it's okay. No, it's not.
All the teachers and principals and assistant principals, whatever this kid reached out to and they did nothing for, they need to be held accountable. They all need a fine. They all need suspension. They all need something.
Okay. None of this is okay. This is my family, my little.